Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back. It's new comic book day. Get excited, get pumped. Let's talk about some comic books, so stay tuned. Welcome back again, everybody. Hey, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button as we make the push to 800 subscribers. We're well on the way. It's been going great. I really enjoy talking with you guys and hanging out and talking comic books. And smash one of those reaction buttons and give that notification bell a little tickle so you know when I'm dropping some content. Welcome back, everybody. Man, been a rough start to the morning. Getting loaded up on coffee. Shout out to Comics with Bueller. All jacked up on coffee almost. Was up pretty late last night. Hitting that grand prize from the Nemesis Prime mystery box was epic, and I was sorting through those books all night. Stayed up way too late. Welcome to everybody in the chat. Hey, Nerdy Couch, how are you doing? Good morning. Good to see you. Shiny, thanks for being here. Appreciate your time. Coffee is epically magic. I'm starting that second cup now. Like I said, I was up late. Hitting that grand prize from the Nemesis Prime mystery box was epic. That Knights of the Old Republic run, almost full run, was epic. I was up super late checking those out, and they're in crispy, awesome condition. All Strand, good to see you. Good morning. Piston fan, how are you? Thanks for being here. Come on, mama. Good morning, all. Yep, everybody's filtering in. Good to see you guys. I feel like I'm up. I feel like it's the crack of dawn. Oh, yeah, good show last night. Thank you. I was up late. We ran that for about 30, 32 minutes, that unboxing and going through all those comics. Hey, Shop for Comics, good to see you. But what happened is we got done with that live stream. We talked for quite a long while after that about Star Wars and finding those books and hunting them down. And it was a long night. So I definitely feels like it's 6 o'clock in the morning, super early. But I was able to get to my shop this morning. And you know what? I'm giving myself a little bit of a break today. I'll tell you why here in a little bit. I didn't get a huge stack of comic books, but I definitely got some great reads today. And what was also awesome, starting out right off the bat, Star Wars, The High Republic #3, that 1 in 25. I got lucky. After I left last Wednesday, somebody ended up dropping off of the list for the all covers, all variants of Star Wars on their polls, which means I got bumped up, which means I got the 1 in 25, was the last person. So that means every time variant hits for Star Wars, The High Republic, if they order enough, I should be able to get those without having to buy it on a different source or find it. I should be able to get it right from my LCS. So that's pretty awesome. So far, the asking prices still seem to be trending around that $30 to $40 mark, but the actual sales numbers have dipped a little bit since it came out last week, and it looks like most of the sales are trending around $20, $25. We'll see if that rebounds a little bit, if that variant, because there's a first appearance in there. We'll see what happens. We'll see what they do with that. Hey, Zuni, good to see you. Good morning, Old Wolf. You want to talk about epic shows last night? Lame It or Frame It was hilarious. If you don't know Lame It or Frame It, you need to check out Just a Week in This Comics every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Lame It or Frame It is hilarious. I mean, you had Dustin on there. You had Dustin from Two Brothers Comics. You had Old Wolf on there. You had DJ Lynx. You had Freaky Louie was on there, and Freaky Louie was killing it. And Bearded Comic Bro was the judge. That was a great episode last night. Zuni, good to see you, man. Oh, yeah, here we go, Piston. Let me get there in just a little bit. All Strand Comics, yes. My beard tries to hide when I'm watching. Oh, wait a minute. My beard goes off the screen now, technically. So it was really thankful that I get that 1 in 25, being more of a regular Star Wars buyer on New Comic Book Day. And my read of the week, I flipped through it. I'm on a tight timetable this morning, so I didn't get a chance to finish reading it. Daredevil 28. This continues to be probably my favorite series out of Marvel, ongoing series, and I think it's one of the most underrated series. And I think what they're doing with Elektra right now, I'm really digging it. She's pretty smoking hot in this issue. And not a huge action-packed issue, but definitely reading worthy. Like I said, I flipped through it a little bit. I didn't finish quite reading it yet. I will tonight. I'm looking forward to it. This is my pick of the week for read. Daredevil continues to never disappoint me. When Daredevil has a slow issue, I still really enjoy it. They find a way to craft that so that it's really enjoyable for me. Hey, Perry Comics, good to see you, man. Peeping Perry's people in the peepers. Something, I'll figure that one out later. Perry agrees with me, Andy. Ooh, does he? Let's see. So yeah, I'm going to read that as soon as I get home tonight. Finish reading it as soon as I get home. Sea of Stars next up. That's it for Marvel books. I got no DC books. The rest are all indies. Sea of Stars is back out. This continues to be just a fun read. I'm enjoying it. It's it's been on the chopping block twice for me now, but I'm going to continue seeing where this goes. I don't think they've announced an end yet. I haven't read this. If you guys have read this today, let me know. This will be something that I get to later tonight. And I didn't give it enough credit. Ruben Guzman, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. No Joker for me. I'm taking a break from DC books. It becomes a challenge when you start bringing home more than you can read in a given week. And DC books for me, I don't speculate on DC books. I don't move any books. I don't sell anything. So if I'm buying books and not reading them, why am I buying them? You know what I mean? I'm not really a collector of anything out of DC either. So I'm taking a break. We're going to see what happens with DC as this year goes on, and maybe I'll pick up a couple of things here and there. But it's really about the community hype and the community buzz. When the community hype and buzz is really up on a book, then I might check something out. You know what I mean? It's just about making time to read. I'm trying to balance things a little bit better and give myself more time and less to read before I enjoy it a little bit more. Speaking of DC books, Don Davis, thanks for being here, man. Good to see you. Don challenges me every week about picking up DC books because he says I'm missing out on some great stuff, and I don't disagree with him. I agree with him wholeheartedly. I'm probably missing out on some great stuff. Get there one of these days. Louis the 13th, StreamYard is still catching up. There he is. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Now, this next book, I did not give this book enough credit when it first came out. Radiant Black. I pulled it back out and I reread it this morning. I did not give this book enough credit. I'm actually really enjoying this, and I'm adding this to my pull list. This came out 3 weeks ago. So I pulled this out and I reread it. And why? Why did I reread that? Because probably this is my cover pick of the week. This is the sickest cover out, in my opinion. Is the second print of Radiant Black. Is absolutely dope. I am digging this. This is extremely well done. I don't know where the print run is going to be, but I had to grab one at cover price, and I called a couple of weeks ago before FOC, and the comic shop owner that I frequent, the owner was like, well, I'm going to put down X number of books on order, and I called to add it to the pull list, and I got like one of the last copies available from their order, and they weren't going to add more to their order. Either I'm not going to speculate on why they weren't ordering more, but this was it. This did not hit the shelf at my LCS. They all went to pulls. I think they got like 14 copies. This is the sickest cover out this week, in my opinion. And you know what? I let the community kind of, based on what people were saying, it was kind of a mix of like a crossover between Power Rangers and something else at the time. And I was like, well, why don't I just read Invincible if I really wanted to read that? Well, actually, going back and reading this and rereading it a second time, this is really good and stands out on its own, and I'm liking it. That's hitting my pull list. Going to stay on my pull list for at least the first story arc, because if they're going to put out extra printings that look that freaking cool, I'm going to grab them. I'm really digging that. That's my cover of the week. My read of the week is Daredevil. My cover of the week is that second print of Radiant Black. And then moving on to IDW, Jenica. Adding that to the reading pile. I'm pretty much buying everything Turtles that's coming out right now. This is my one exception. If I can't get to reading this, I know I'm going to read this and enjoy it as a Turtles fan. I'm much more of a Turtles fan than I am a DC fan. So if I buy this and I don't read it right away, I know I'm going to get to it. I feel bad buying books if I don't think I'm ever going to get to them, i.e. DC books. Last book up, Honor and Curse number 9. This was a really fun series when it first came out, and it took a year and a half hiatus, something to that extent. They came back with number 8 recently, and now here's number 9. It was a fun read when it first came out. I'm kind of lost on it now. I got to go back and reread the first 7 books and get back to 8 and reread 8, and now I'm setting this off to the side. Probably going to drop this off my pull list if it doesn't wow me. You know, Mad Cave does a great job with books, but when you take a break that long, Saga, and then wait that long to come back and just expect people to pick up right where it left off, on a title this small, it's really difficult to get your fan base back. Really difficult. A fan base like Saga, people, we're all clamoring for Saga to come back. A small title like this or a small press title like this, you take that long of a break and come back, it's just really difficult to get back into. So I've got to reread that, then read 8, then read 9, and then I'm going to make a decision whether I keep it or I drop it. Let me hit up this chat again really quick because we've got some more people popping in, man. Old Wolf, we'll catch you later, man. Good to see you. Once again, that Layman Frame It last night on Just Rican's channel was epically hilarious. So no DC and definitely no Saga. Hey, I've got some Saga books coming. Thank you, Uncle Skeff. Tune into Monday mail calls here soon. I'll have something coming from Uncle Skeff. Dude, I have the Joker in my box and couldn't care less about the Joker punchline. Hate that she was hyped. I bought that whole run of Batman books last year. What was it? 87 to like 101 and didn't even bother to finish reading it. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped buying DC books, because it's just like, it's just not holding my interest. God of War, Fallen God 2, I didn't even see it on the shelf. And speaking of not seeing things on the shelf, we'll go over a couple of books that were out today that I just kind of didn't grab because, like I said, I was giving myself a little bit of break. Okay, God of War. There's a Diablo 3 book number 1 out that I almost grabbed. Talking about video games and comic books, and there's going to, you know, this resurgence of video game based comic books. It's a trickle. We're probably going to see a lot more coming. And Diablo 3 I saw on the shelf. I should have grabbed that, and I think I might go back and grab it. Hey, Justin, No Good Comics, thanks for being here. Good to see you, man. What's up, chat? Whew. Looking forward to God of War picking it up today. If you guys, please do me the favor and do me the honor of commenting down below on what you think of God of War, because I might go look for that later tonight after work or tomorrow, because I'm really interested in comic books coming out that are based off of video games that have happened or about to happen or whatever. I think that's going to be a bigger part of comic books going forward. What's good, All Strand? Yes. Hey, Louie. Speaking of God of War here, Skeff. He likes God of War. Skeff, that was awesome last night, man. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, yes. Okay, so back to books that I didn't grab off the shelf. Nottingham wasn't even on the shelf at my LCS at all whatsoever. So either the copies that were ordered went straight to pull list customers, which is generally what happens. A book that doesn't have any hype beforehand until the day before or new comic book day, it's literally like 10 to 20 copies that they order is because people pre-ordered them. And Nottingham was in that dead space where I wasn't buying previews books, so I didn't see it, and I didn't see the description. Had I seen it in previews, I would have ordered at least one copy. Kind of wish I would have. If anybody reads Nottingham, please comment down below. I really want to know what you guys think of it, because I might just pay up a few extra bucks and get one off of eBay or something like that. Slim Comics and More, good to see you, man. Speaking of great comic book content and channels, check out Slim Comics and More. He's been doing a couple of things every week, and that's been fun. I got to catch up on a couple weeks of your content, but thanks for being here, man. Perry, because the devil on the box art scared me, so I was a Warcraft kid. Dude, I was a Diablo clicker forever, man. Have it in hand, and ooh, Piston thinks it's good. He's got it in hand and thinks it's good. All right. So I'll recap these books again really quick. Keeping it sweet, keeping it short, just hanging out with you guys. 17, 18 people watching. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys' time. Like I said, if you guys are new here or don't know what we do here every Wednesday, hit that subscribe button down below, smack the notification bell, and then smash the thumbs up or thumbs down, something like that. Hit a reaction. Appreciate you being here. And we're making that push to 800. It's going pretty well. I think we're doing really well with that. It'll be fun to see it. It's going to be a fun experiment, because if we get to 800 and we make that push, I'm going to put something together to make a push to 1,000. I'm going to do it for 2021. But let me recap these books once again. Honor and Curse number 9. I'm going to reread the first series, reread 8, and read 9, and see about possibly, if it doesn't blow my socks off, I'm just going to drop it. I like Mad Cave. I like some of the stuff they do, but with a break that long on a title that small, keeping your fan base is going to be really hard. It's going to be really hard. Jenica hitting the reading pile. My cover pick of the week. Absolute awesome cover. Radiant Black. I almost sourced this for the thumbnail, but to be honest with you, Daredevil was my pick of the week for reads, and I reread the cover A, Radiant Black, this morning. Sea of Stars hitting that reading pile. It's been a fun read. It's still an ongoing title. I'm not sure where they're going to go with this because I kind of feel like they're, after 9 issues, I feel like they're kind of getting close to the end of this arc, this mega arc. My read of the week, obviously, is going to be Daredevil. I flipped through it. I love what they're doing with Elektra. Smoking hot, this title. In my opinion, she is smoking hot in this title. I really love what they're doing with it. Yeah, this will be my first read as soon as I get home to finish reading this. And I was super happy to be able to score the 1 in 25 High Republic number 3. Like I said, I left last Wednesday from my LCS and I didn't get it. They were all called for in other polls, and another customer dropped out of the all covers all variants for Star Wars. So that means that I got bumped up on the list, which is pretty cool, which means as these titles come out, these ratio variants should be hitting my pull list without issue. We'll see what happens. It depends on how many copies they order, obviously. So that's it for my comic book day. That's going to be a short, sweet, easy one. I'm going to read these titles after work tonight and hang out and get ready for the greatest comic book show ever, 10 p.m. on the Comic Core tonight. We're going to hang out with those guys and have a hilarious time. Didn't see Nottingham here. Midtown ran out quick. Yeah, Nottingham is probably going to be a hotter book than most people know. Maybe. Hate to just guess on things, but from what I'm hearing people clamoring about reading that or wanting to read it, and there not being a lot of availability, we'll see. Yes, push to 1,000. I'm honored that everybody's been here hanging out and talking comic books, and I continue to see people trickle in and hanging out and discovering the channel. And I'm really honored that we're making this steady climb to 800. And if we hit that 800 here soon, I'm just going to put something pretty epic together, some big hangout, because I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary on YouTube, and it might be kind of neat to make that announcement and make that push and put together an epic prize. An epic prize to push to 1,000. We'll see what happens with that. Really looking forward to that. Hey, I appreciate the feedback. I really do, honestly. I'd like to actually put a video together here soon on the channel requesting people provide some feedback on what they want to see, because I don't have that community tab, and that community tab is so easy to ask questions on there to see how people are feeling and what they're interested in, what's going on. So I think without that community tab, if I just made a 3-minute video and get people to comment down below, that'd be easy to help out with. Yes, back on Daredevil. I have not gotten off of Daredevil, and I'm thankful for Brian of Supplements Comics and Jack, aka Mr. Bolo. Basically, when it was like issue 4, 5, or 6 that was out, they told me, Andy, get on that. You're going to like it. And I have not stopped liking it since. Yes, thanks for that, man. That variant was pretty awesome. Rob Boswell, I am honored. Good to see you, sir. Good morning. Yes, awesome, man. Great haul. Yeah, appreciate you guys being here. I'm just kind of rambling now, hanging out before we close this out. Hitting everybody up in the chat. Yeah, it's great to see you guys. This connected tissue that we have, comic books, is why we're all here. And then being able to sit down, chat it out is enjoyable. Skeff is very bossy, you know? I don't really get that. We'll see. Skeff is always a fun time, though. Piston Family, your LCS only had like 4 Nottingham on the shelf. Yeah, I didn't even see any at all, so they all probably went straight to pulls. I was 2 minutes late getting in the door after they opened, so there's a possibility that a couple of copies hit the shelf and they were grabbed as soon as the door opened, which is amazing because this is the busiest today. This morning was the busiest I've seen my LCS in a year on New Comic Book Day. Maybe some of the state regulations changed. I don't know. Everybody's in there, got their masks on. Everybody's doing social distancing, but literally, like, it got to the point where it's like, I got to dodge people now. They had multiple cash registers with 4, 5, 6 people deep waiting in line to pay for their books. And I'm like, this is the busiest I've seen them in a long time. This is pretty awesome. Vincent McLean, the Comic Machine. Good to see you, man. Good morning. Check out his Monday Jibber Jabber. He's talking Berserker. Good stuff. Everybody make sure you sub him up and check out his content. He is a fun time as well. Really appreciate you being a part of the community, man. Spidey's new costume. Yes, so that was the talk of the LCS this morning. I didn't grab the Spidey books because there were a ton of them on the shelf, and I'm not a huge Epic Spider-Man fan. I might read it after the fact. I might check it out later, or maybe I might look it up digitally and check it out. We'll see. But yeah. Oh, announcements, really quick announcements. I'm super excited, and I hope you guys are too, that the schedule has changed a little bit, and now I'm going to be able to be on Comigories next Monday. Next Monday, Comigories. I am panicking, and I am sweating it already. Is less than a week away, and if you want to see an epic, terrible failure at Comigories, come check me out. I'm really excited. It's been well over a year that, even back when the Boy Who Had Seven was heading it up with John, it has been well over a year that they've thrown invites my way, and Monday nights have always been extremely busy with getting caught up on reads and getting set up and staged for Monday night's Modern Men on the Comic Core. Modern Men is looking at doing some more recorded content and dropping it so that we don't have to feel the schedule push to go live every Monday, because everybody's schedules changed for work, and people just aren't they don't have the availability on Saturday night, Sunday night, or Monday night like we used to. So the team is getting ready to do some bigger event type books and record the content and then drop them on Monday nights. So that means the next couple of Mondays, I've got some freedom, and I'm going to be on Comigories, and it's going to be I'm going to be an epic nervous wreck, but I've been prepping for that, and I'm looking forward to that. And what else is going on? We did the unboxing of Nemesis Prime's mystery box last night. That's posted on the channel. That was epic. There was like 45 plus people watching that. I really appreciated the support and everybody coming out and hanging out. And I hit the grand prize. I hit that grand prize. If you want to see what that grand prize was, hit the channel up, check out that video, and check out all of the links down there for Nemesis Prime and the Comic Con podcast and the Lords of the Long Box. Speaking of the Comic Con podcast, look who just walked in. Did you do the giveaway yet for the Star Wars? Who said anything about giving that away? I didn't have a single one of those books in my collection, so I am absolutely honored to put those in my collection. And I even looked at my LCS today for some of the other issues. Zero. The Star Wars section at my LCS is about nothing but cobwebs. There's like almost nothing there. Hey, M3 Lions, good to see you, man. You're not late. You're right on time. Always on time. That new Spidey's in your poll. We shall see. Hey, yeah, we shall see. I might read it digitally and see what's up with that. What do we got here? Anyone see that 1 in 100 Children of the Atom Jim Lee wraparound? I did not. I unfortunately fell in line at the register where they don't have the variants, and they have a big shelf where a lot of those high ratio variants sit behind their main register. And I got to the backup register, and I got into a conversation with the guys behind the counter. And as I was walking out, I didn't even think to look. I'm gonna have to look that up later. But I'm gonna call it a day. Really appreciate you guys. One really quick recap. Star Wars, The High Republic 1 in 25. That thankfully, after I left last Wednesday, they called me and said, hey, somebody passed on this. Do you want it? Yes. And it bumps me up on the list too for those ratio variants. Daredevil 28, my pick of the week for a great read. I'll continue to pick up Daredevil. They are killing it on that. Sea of Stars, number 9, has been a fun ongoing read. I'm going to continue to see where that goes. Radiant Black, I did not give enough credit to this. I picked this up a couple weeks ago when it first came out. I did not give it enough credit. I passed on it at first, then went back and grabbed it like a week later. And now I reread it again, and I'm like, this is actually really decent. I should have listened to everybody else out there, because my push to grab that was because this was the dopest cover I've seen this week. I'm sure there are a lot of other amazing covers out there, but this one spoke to me. So I grabbed that and reread that. And I'm going to add that to my pull list. I really am. Jenica 2 is definitely hitting the reading pile. And then Honor and Curse number 9 to round out the week. A nice, easy, comfortable reading week. Kind of going to kick back and relax and get ready for the Wednesday comic book show. And like we said, announcements. Making that push to 800 for the channel. We are making that push to 800. Awesome stuff. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. 22 people watching. Thank you so much. It's a good time. It really is. This connective tissue of comic books is epic, right? I mean, we can all buy comic books and sit there and read them, but then if you don't have anybody to talk to, you guys are that extra element in the comic books. You guys are that extra element that brings it into this 3D amazing thing that it really is. And let's see, the Comigories. Oh my God, next Monday, Comigories. And stay tuned for Skett's Comic Knowledge is going to be dropping some announcements. He's got some plans. I wish I could talk about those. Unfortunately, I can't. He's going to be sharing those plans here soon, hopefully. And I am excited, almost excited as he is, if not more. But yeah, thanks again, Piston Man. Good to see you. Everybody have a great day. What do you consider a haul? Anytime I walk into a comic book shop and walk out with a bag full of comics, it's a haul. Whether it's 2 or 200, I call it a haul because I am hauling them home every time. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yep. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your new comic book day. Get excited to read something fun. And if you don't have anything in your pull list, check out what's on the wall. See if anything speaks to you. Thanks again, everybody. Comment down below. Hit all those buttons. Mash everything. You guys have a great day. You know how I do it. I'm going to go peace out. I'm going to go pinkies out. Catch you on the flip side for the next episode. Everybody have a great day. And you know what? I'm going to preach it all day, every day.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.